Hello guys and welcome back to my Fate Grand Order Lostbelt 6 gameplay. Okay, we are in the final section for this part. I think this is section 9. It's a long section and I don't know if I'll be able to complete it in this one video or I'll have to make two videos on this. We'll see, but let's start now. And from tomorrow part 2 is going to start. I think Melusine's banner is also coming tomorrow, so we might expect a video on trying to summon Melusine. I'll do only 10 pulls, that's my plan. I don't plan on going more than that because I need to save for Koyanska and a few other characters, so I cannot really spend much here. So need to make choices, So yeah, anyways, let's get started. Let's see what happens. We are currently going towards Norwich. Need to save Norwich to prove ourselves as the child of prophecy and all that. Alright. We have to fight a saber. Okay, I'm just going to take take characters with this bond CE, unless and until I actually come across like an actual troublesome opponent, then I'll change my team. Oh wait a minute, is this Gawain? Oh no, wait, I think this might be Gawain. Oh no. You know what? I don't think it is. Or even if it is, I think it's like a stalling battle. Because usually the big battles, they actually let us choose the team before the battle begins. So I'm just going to start like this. If it is Gawain and if I actually need to change my team, I'll change my team. Hey, old man, how's the armor repair I asked you for coming along? Oh, that, I finished it ages ago. Only took me 2 days to re-hammer the whole thing. Wait, is this Norwich? I know you've been taking good care of it, but it's time you put it to pasture. If I were you, I'd stop by the brass shop and choose a new set already. You roast apples here? Doesn't that make them hot? Roasting apples, interesting. Wait, there's something on it. Something see-through and shiny. This is your first time in Norwich, good sir fan? Yeah, this is Norwich. This here is a new addition to the Count's menu. You won't find it anywhere in stuffy old Oxford. Here, have a taste if you don't believe me. Don't worry, this one's on the house. We're handling them out for free all over the commercial district. Okay, people seem to kind of... Okay, even if like the whole calamity is here, people are still living their life, as you can see. Damn it, where'd the chimney sweep fairy go? Chimney sweep fairy. You, it's your job to get rid of the sewer. What are you been doing out here? Wait, why is a human... Wait. Why is a human like ordering a fairy? Come on, good sir human, what's the harm? That thing's gonna be falling on our heads soon enough. Once it does, it'll blow away the suit anyway. Wow. Along with the rest of your apartment building. That's not the point. Even when you know it's going to rain tomorrow, you still need to wash the windows. Even when you know a storm is coming, you still need to keep the yard neat. Why? Because you never know when a new potential tenant might show up. He wants to make that money up until the end. I respect that. You can't run a business while passing up opportunities for new clientele. Guess you're right about that. No wonder they call you the Spriggan of the street. Spriggan of the street, wow. Guess that's really no beating a human when it comes to making money. Don't go dying on me, old man. This is all you guys has done yesterday? You're not slacking off on me, are you? I swear everyone's been on edge since they heard Morgan abandoned the city. Even the soldiers here are holed up in Spriggan's tower instead of making the patrols. Don't you guys see? This is a perfect opportunity. All we gotta do is borrow a little from the guys who won't even notice it's gone. The harbor's off limits, damn it, and when the Fairy Britain's first ocean liner is docked right there. You say, Nabamaru's construction like nothing else. Do you want us to lose the Count's Katisar? What? Okay. I'm sorry, but until the new lumber shipment comes in, there's nothing I can do. I wonder what Lord Spriggan's planning to do about this. Yeah, everyone's surprised. It's so lively, isn't it? Noisy. Right, welcome to Norwich, Fairy Britain's only port town. One of the laws passed during the era of High Queen prohibited the construction of any iron weapons, new iron weapons. For about 1900 years, there were no iron weapons made in Fairy Britain whatsoever. But, Oberon, I thought that was you. You always do stand out. What the hell are you doing in Norwich? Haven't you seen the sky? Oh, you mean by those rain clouds? Yeah, I did think those were odd since the rain season's supposed to be over now. But it's going to take more than a few rain clouds to put a damper on Norwich, right now? Besides, a good actor is never far from where there's fun to be had. Norwich is about to have the party of a lifetime, yes? Of course the Fairy King's not gonna miss that. Wow. You got that right. You really are something else, Oberon. We surrounders of Norwich knew we were asking for trouble when we broke the law and turned this town into a smithing city. I see. I was wondering why there's like people has this thing here where everyone's like doing whatever they want, kind of like humans and fairies like talking to each other normally, and even like humans like ordering fairies, which kind of shows that this place isn't really following the normal rules of Britain. People don't care here. So that's why, he's like, we broke the law and turned it into a smithing city. And now the calamity is here, so even the center, that is Morgan, has abandoned this place even more. Compared to the Queen's sheer might, this calamity pool is nothing. Thanks, Oberon. Make sure to come by shop later. The wife's a big fan of yours, you know. Damn, who was that Earthclan fairy? He had one hell of an aura about him. How long has he been working on the forge? Gotta be more than 200 or 300 years. From Muramasa, he's like, damn, that is a blacksmith. I know what you mean. Knack was it. He had the same incredibly obstinate aura as you do. That ain't what I was talking about. If you're curious about Knack, I can take you to his smithy later. I believe he's a low-class fairy who's been around for 400 years, so he knows pretty much everything about the history of smithing in Fairy Britain. 400 years of blacksmithing. Yeah. 400 years, even though he's a low-class fairy? It's because his purpose hasn't changed. He's still just as capable a smith as ever. Ah, I see. Now, where was I? Oh, right. 100 years ago, Spriggan led Norwich to greater prosperity by rolling back the no iron weapons law. I see. The law was originally passed because iron weapons are dangerous to fairies, and having more of them in circulation would inevitably result in more homicides. Fairicides. But then between the northern fairies' suspicious activity, the rise in the number of Moors, and above all the developments in the human technology, it was clear that the Fae folk would need to rely on iron again. Spriggan was able to convince the Queen of the necessity, and she relented. Oh, so the Queen did give them permission. Ever since, Norwich went from being a city of fairies to a city where the laws of smithing come first. But Salisbury is the only city that grants humans their freedom under Fairy Britain's rules. All are equal under the laws of artisanry in Norwich. Wait, what? Grants humans their freedom under Fairy Britain. Oh, okay. Here, while some fairies still have human slaves, others respect humans for their skill at smithing. There you go. Like I said, they're kind of talking like friends, In fact, there are even some human merchants who are so respected that they have a steady pool of fairy labor they regularly exploit. Exactly, we were seeing that. You mean there are humans, company owners, slave-driving fairy employees here? Yeah, that's right. You won't find their stores on the main street though, they're more under-the-counter outfits. Fairies are pure by nature, which also makes them gullible. There is no end to fairies here who have worked to the point of dying from exhaustion, damn. And they don't even have one more pound to show for it. Suffice to say, Norwich is known for both its smithing and its loose morals. So yeah, exploitation, I guess. It doesn't matter if it's a fairy or a human. Yeah, I guess everything goes. But then, that's just how it is for all human cities, isn't it? Nice shiny storefronts next to filthy back alleys, I guess. And Spriggan, the head of the Earth Clan and the lord of this city, hasn't been at all shy about promoting these kind of ventures. Oh. Sometimes it even feels as though he's trying to turn Norwich into a human city. Interesting. A human city, huh? So is the fact that there's a calamity pool in the sky here now a kind of a judgment on Norwich? Like, is it just nature's way of punishing the city for its misdeeds or something? Nah, I don't think so. I'm not really sure. Of course not. There's a good and bad in any city. Norwich is hardly special in that sense. There you go. If it winding up the side of the next calamity is just coincidence, really. You know, since it looks like we still have some time, why don't we split up for a while? Go visit whatever part of the city interests you. After all, we're still trying to save the city from a calamity pool that's hanging right over it. Getting to know it on your own terms before you set about defending it can only be a good thing. I wonder what this calamity pool will do. How is it going to destroy the city? Is it going to, like, I don't know, I'm not really sure. Let's see. Sounds like a plan to me. Besides, I was just thinking I could use some more information on that giant rain cloud calamity pool. Yeah, is it going to like start raining or something and the whole place is going to get destroyed? Is that what's going to happen? Will you come with me, Fujimaru? Of course. I think I'd like to visit Knack's smithy. I could use a good blacksmith to make a magecraft item I've been wanting to try out. Mumasa will also probably try to go to the blacksmith and see his... There you go, I'll go with you then. I'm curious to see what a fairy smithy is like. Besides, I'm your new bodyguard. The smithy, huh? Guess I'd only get in the way if I went along too. In that case, how about sampling the local delicacies with me while we look for a place to stay? Really? That sounds great. I'm with you, Oberon. Then it's settled. We'll meet back up here on this street around lunchtime. Oh, and while Fujimaru shouldn't draw much attention walking around on his own here, I still appreciate you looking out for him in case of any of the guards decide to question him, Da Vinci. Don't worry, if that happens, I'll just pretend I'm Fujimaru's big sister. Big sister? Alright, Norwich sightseeing sounds good and all, but first, there's two other things we need to take care of. First, we need to find out everything we can about that dark cloud, the calamity pool hanging over our heads. That includes what kind of harm it's doing now, what kind of harm it's expected to do later, whether it's even possible for us to get rid of it, that sort of thing. And the other thing is find out anything we can learn about Marsh's whereabouts. Yeah. I guess that one without saying, huh? Yeah. Okay, let's start with the stores over on the main street. Isn't Marsh also coming here? We don't have a lot of time, so we'll just get in there and ask many questions as we can, no matter how weird they look at us. Yeah, I remember Marsh saying that she's going to come to Norwich or something. A human girl in black armor? I see humans in armor every day, since the Round Table army comes here to buy supplies. But I've never seen a girl with black armor among them. It does kind of sound familiar though. Sound familiar? What? But hey, never mind that. Now that you're here, why not buy some news about the Child of Prophecy? No. I've got a story about the battle with Gawain at the Western Ranch, and another about her battle with Tristan in Gloucester. I guess that did happen in Gloucester, but... Wait, are they talking about the Gawain fight is like the fight that we had? Oh, okay. They're both good, trust me. But if you want to know more, you'll have to cough up the more pounds. We know for sure the Child of Prophecy has shown up now. I bet she could even get rid of the calamity pool if she decides to come to Norwich. You want to know what kind of problems we've had when the calamity pool showed up? Ain't it obvious? The damn weather. Wait, that's it? It was dark, it's windy, and everyone is on edge. Even when you think it's finally going to start raining, it never does. At first we were all afraid it was going to rain more on us or something, but now everything's business as usual. But it is going to do that eventually, I'm guessing. Nobody has any idea what might happen if the calamity pool ever does come crashing down. Oh, nobody even has any idea. And I can't promise you nobody's even thought about how we might get rid of it. Morgan's always managed to do something about them when they're sprung in the past. But since she declared she was going to leave Norwich to its fate, we can't really count on that this time. Although, now that you mention it, it's strange. How did the queen, yeah, get rid of the calamity pools before? Exactly. A human girl wearing black armor? Yes, of course, I know about her. She's all the customers have been talking about. Okay, it will be someone random. I don't know the details, but she's famous up in the north. North? Hey, don't get in my face like that. You made me drop the fries. You really need to keep your servants under better control, miss. Oh, wait. Come to think of it, this was all the rage in Salisbury for a while, wasn't it? Buying a human for a ranch while they're still young and raising them like they're adopted child. What? They say free-range humans like that can grow up much better than ones from ranch. Free-range humans, okay. Yeah. Sorry, no, I'm human too, so I don't really know anything more about the calamities than you do. I've never seen one before. They say a calamity shows up every 100 years, and every 1,000 years there's a great calamity. Yeah, and obviously humans don't, like very rare humans, live for 100 years. So no humans, probably most humans don't even know what a calamity pool does. But we're all past the 2000th year of Queen's era, right? So everyone in town is afraid that it's finally going to happen. Oh, my wife's so anxious about it, she can't even help me out in the shop anymore. Every morning she blinds herself, then when her eyes have healed, the next morning she does it again. What the hell? Wait, what? Why don't we just leave Norwich if we are that scared? Believe me, I've considered it. But there's a reason we can't all just pick up and leave, just between you and me. On second thought, never mind. I don't need Spriggan soldiers catching wind of this and breaking down my door. Okay, so there's something going on. I'm sorry, but would you mind going somewhere else now? My wife is scared enough as it is. Well, I guess that's about what we should have expected. If there was something more people could do about the calamity pool, of course they'd have been already doing it. At least we learned a little bit about Marsh. That's true. Before nobody had heard of her, now we're at least getting glimmers of recognition. Yeah, I guess. We'll have to do some more digging in the afternoon. Who knows, maybe Marsh is a lot closer by than We're back! Nack's smithy was incredible. I bet he could make the kind of magecraft stuff I can't even describe. And I bet he could do it easily too. Hey, that's a good idea. It'll be like fair Britain style vacuum insulation. The only problem is how light we should make it. Since the Knack guy can handle alloy steel no problem, we might be able to put off stainless steel. You two must have had a successful outing if you're already planning mischief together. Okay, so did Oberon find out a place to stay? We're back, and wow, Norwich's rest areas are amazing. They have this thing called a sauna that's really hot but also really relaxing. Wow. So guys haven't really gone to a sauna before. And the fruit juice they gave us afterwards was maybe the best thing I've ever tasted. If we are going to spend the night here, we should definitely stay at that inn. They have hotels with spas here? So their leisure facilities are that developed, huh? They might not have proper human history's advanced technology, but they clearly have the same ideas. Yeah, because I guess like humans are also here. There's no rush to find a place to stay tonight, so let's worry about that later. Wait, what? Oh, because we found the inn. I'm afraid I don't have much to report. Every conversation seems to be complaints about Queen Morgan and hopes of the Child of Prophecy. You know, stuff like, I can't wait for the Child of Prophecy to get here, would give her a hero's welcome if she showed. Yeah. She must be an incredible fairy. I don't know what she looks like, but I bet I'd recognize her instantly. Wow. She must be stronger than Queen Morgan, more beautiful than Lancelot, more imposing than Gawain, and kinder than Tristan. Kinder than Tristan? I think everyone's kinder than Tristan. What the hell? If only they knew she was already here. Will you keep your voice down, Oberon? At least we know the last part is true. You think so? Well, maybe. Tristan definitely didn't seem kind at all. Okay. Yeah, she definitely wasn't kind. I'm not sure how to feel about there only being one area I can compete though. One is enough. Huh? No, wait, she's here. She's really here. Ooh. Everyone, come quick, the child of prophecy is here. Oh no, who is this? Wait, is Marsh here? Wait, I'm still not ready. They're not talking about you. You've got the wrong fairy. No, wait, that's not true either. I know I might not quite look the part, but fine. It's true. I am the child of... Yeah, well, nobody's looking at you. She came here from Sheffield up north through the impenetrable Odvena. There you go, Marsh is here. Yes! She deposed Bogart the Tyrant, and now she is here to save Norwich too. It's her, the child of prophecy in black arm. Wait, Marsh is here. Is he? Is she? Oh yeah, Marsh is here. Oh my god. Oh god, Spriggan is here as well. Good day, my beloved citizens of Norwich. Please settle down if you would. I was planning to announce this at the bell tower with a more appropriate ceremony, but since you're all here now, I may as well take this moment to introduce you. Indeed, this is the very knight who defeated the 3 Tamlin at Sheffield and who brought Bogart the Banished to justice. That's a complete lie. Okay. This is the child of prophecy, Tamlin Galahad. Just look at all the magical energy. It really is the child of prophecy. But why is she with you, Spriggan? Oh god. Isn't the child of prophecy High Queen Morgan's enemy? It seems there's been a misunderstanding. Her Majesty has never once called for the child of prophecy's death. This guy is a sly little, cunning... What can I say? Just look at his face. He's like... If any of you should find her, you have to invite her to Camelot as a proper guest. Those are the High Queen's own words, delivered directly to myself and my fellow clan heads. That is why I went out to greet her last night upon her arrival from Odvena. Oh, she came here previous night. And since I couldn't risk anything happening to our honored guest, I brought my elite soldiers with me to keep her safe. Oh, so I guess the child of prophecy is gonna be taken off to Camelot soon then? Oh no, not at all. High Queen Morgan never said anything about bringing her there immediately. Rest assured, my good people, I take responsibilities as your elected clan leader very seriously. While I, of course, have the utmost respect and loyalty for High Queen Morgan, your safety is my top priority. Which is why I will be having Tamlin Galahad stay in my vault castle. Rest assured, the child of prophecy has come to Norwich. We need fear the calamity no longer. So please, my good people, relax and go about your business as usual. If the High Queen should have any complaints, I shall take full responsibility. Yeah, well... That's the child of prophecy? Really? Have I just been wrong this whole time? Because that would be hugely embarrassing. Oh my god. Of course not, Artoria. Please have some more faith in yourself. I don't know who this Galahad person is, but she has to be either an imposter or the real deal. Right, Fujimaru? You've been traveling with Artoria all this. Fujimaru, why do you look as if time's just stopped? Just so you will. I will stab you if you go to the other child's side. Oh no. That's... What? That's Marsh. That's Marsh? Wait, Oberon didn't know who Marsh is? He was there in the forest. What the hell? Okay, I don't know. Oh crap, keep cool. Fujimaru, if I go to the plaza now... Oh god, he's off. Oh, I'm surprised to see someone push through the crowd and climb on the stage while I'm still giving a speech. You're not from Norwich, are you, human? If you were, you would know exactly what would happen if... Shut up! Go away. We need to talk to Marsh. No, it's alright. He's just a human. No threat whatsoever. From the looks of you, you're not from Britain, are you? Then you must be the one Beryl. Move aside. I'm not here for you. Oh, then who are you here for? You, of course, Marsh. Marsh? How do you know that name? I don't think we've ever met before. Alright, I went by that name in Sheffield, so I guess word must have spread. Right, she still doesn't remember us. Yes, I'm Marsh, Knight of Sheffield. I'm also known as the Child of Prophecy. Oh no, does this mean she's lost her memories too? As Spriggan said, I came here to rid Norwich of the calamity. I can't promise I'll be completely successful, but I swear I'll fight as hard as I can. Any support you can offer would be greatly appreciated. Wonderful. Just the sort of announcement I would expect to hear from the child of prophecy. My people should all be able to sleep much more easily tonight. Now then, we'd best be on our way. You can have him stand down now, guards. Yes, sir. Alright, that's enough from you. Consider yourself lucky you didn't get punched. Oh god. Wait, could I talk to him for just a little? I'm sorry, Tamlin Galahad, but we really must be getting back to the castle now. Here you are, a special carriage fit for the child of prophecy to... Oh. Why are you crying, my dear? Is something wrong? Huh. Oh gosh, I am, aren't I? I'm not sure why either. Some of Norwich's suit must have gotten into your eyes. It happens all the time here. This guy is just... Now, come, child of prophecy. You must be tired after your journey, and I can assure you that my castle is the safest place in all of Britain. Guards, keep an eye on that human. If you see him going anywhere alone, bring him in. Rough him up if you want, just don't kill him. You're gonna get slapped. I'm actually getting annoyed, like, listening to him. That boy is one of the High Queen's guests too. Having him in our custody can only give us more leverage. That was too close for comfort. I can't believe you went up to Spriggan like that. He's the head of the Earth Clan and the Lord of Norwich. So that girl he had with him who claimed was the child of prophecy. You're saying that was Marsh? Okay, I'm really not sure what's going on. Oberon should know Marsh, shouldn't she? Shouldn't he? Like, we were there in the forest of... what was the name of the forest? The nameless forest. And I remember Oberon coming and saying that... Like, you know, when everyone was like knocked out? Or maybe Marsh was taken away before that. Not taken away, but Marsh herself was able to get out of the forest. Oh, I think that's what happened. Yeah, probably that's what happened. Marsh wasn't there. Oberon never met Marsh, okay. Absolutely, even at the distance I could tell it was her. Though I don't know why she's calling herself the child of prophecy or why she didn't react to Fujimaru. Wait, yes I do, it's the Nameless Woods. I managed to avoid losing my sense of self thanks to my unique memory capacity settings. But in Marsh's case, there's a very high chance she's suffering from the same temporary amnesia Fujimaru and Artoria had. But Fujimaru got his memory back pretty quickly, right? Yeah, so why is the shield girl still missing hers? I was also wondering why. I'm not sure. Maybe she ended up gaining some kind of powerful position before she could remember who she really is. Ah, I see. That would make sense. Yeah, you know what? She already got like an identity before she remembered, so it's like making her difficult to remember. Until I get a chance to examine her myself, I can't say anything for sure. Still, at least we know she's alright. Yeah, and she's here. Yes, that's very true, Fujimaru. I was pretty taken aback to see people call her the child of prophecy. But aside from that, the fact that she's alive and here in Norwich is the best news we can have hoped for. Yep, Spriggan may have beaten us to the punch, but it also looks like he's giving her the royal treatment. So all we have to do is create an opportunity to talk to her, which would only be a matter of time, I guess. In the meantime, our current most pressing problem is... What? I know, our expected company. Oh my god. Yeah, you're gonna get beaten up now, come on. You there with the human, you're all suspected of criminal activity. Come with us, try to resist and we'll execute sentence here and now. Spriggan soldiers, what do we do now, everyone? Beat them? Take them down, of course, right, Fujimaru? Just incapacitate them so that we can get away, yeah. God damn. Ugh. Damn, this is like one arrow, so big. 30 minutes. Alright, time for you guys. Alright.
熱を帯びなさい。マルミアドは早書きです。カルウェナ。くらよく言いました。それは絶えず見た滅びの世。最果てにありながらトリガースロードツキャメル。
What the hell are these?
早書きです。カルウェナ。早書きです。カルウェナ。簡単に誇りにかけて言いました。圧倒します。撃て。マルミアドワード。分断する。撃て。マルミアドワード。
What the hell is this RNG? Sometimes the RNG is
そこです。こちらです。輝き。カルウェナ。砕き散りなさい。圧倒します。よく言いました。受けるがいい。モルゴー潰れなさい。
Damn! Damn!
よく言いました。逃がすの内側からアコール多くの先に進みましょう。宴会は大勝利の後に取っておきます。
And there you go. That takes care of them. Wow, I feel like I actually need, I think I'll need to make 2 videos on this section. This section is huge. Damn it, here comes another wave from a square around Fujimaru. Don't get caught up alone or they'll pick us off one at a time. Right, that makes sense. They're definitely stronger than I am. Oh my god. I'll say, they might not be as bad as the souls in Olympus, but they still look ridiculously tough. Guess that's fairies for you. Yeah, the Olympus soldiers were crazy. I remember the normal character soldiers were just so strong. Okay, let me try a flash bomb spell. Alright, I used it up at max. Now they gotta spin down on both sides. Good, those MPs must have heard the commotions. You there, cut off the escape route. It's over for you. Prepare to feel the wrath of Lord Spriggan. Huh? Wait, what the? You're right, it's over for you. The area belongs to the Norwich Merchants Association. Norwich Okay. Lord Spriggan's private soldiers have no authority here. You're the ones breaking the law. But who do you think you humans are? What firm do you belong to, huh? We are part of a provisional militia formed by every firm that was reinstated to help deal with the calamity pool. Our financier is the Count. Need I say any more? You've got the Count backing you? Ah, damn it. Fine, we'll take our leave for now, but this isn't over, MP. Mark my words. Yeah, like every villain says in the end. It's great that they took their injured and left, but... Yeah, you guys are Norwich soldiers too, right? Why do you help us? We don't know why we were given these orders either. All we know is that you and you... Me? Wait, who? What's going on? And me? That's right, the Count asked us to extend you an invitation to his manager. Alright, who's this Count? And any friend of the Count's is a friend of ours. We hope you'll pay him a visit if you have the time. Alright, like, he did help us. He said he would like to give you all a special welcome as the true saviors of Norwich. Ooh, interesting. This person knows something. And I can assure you Count Pepperon... Oh my god. Alright, okay. I see what's going on here. Count Pepperon is a man of his word. Ha! Okay. Count Pepperon? Yeah, it's Pepe. God damn it. Where is he? Oh my god, look at him. Oh god. Of course it was me, Han. Oh, long time no see, Fujimaru. I love the faces he makes. It's always so crazy. Another night call. Whoa, hang on. Yeah. Oh my, what's this now? You already palling around with two new cuties since the last time I saw you? Oh god. My goodness, fate just loves you, Han. Now you've got local fairy girls fawning over you as well as Mashi. Oh, if it isn't Pepperoncino, you really made a name for yourself here, huh? I almost didn't recognize. Oh, he's going to be surprised seeing Muramasa here. Probably, maybe not. What am I saying? I'm not some starving crow. Of course I recognize you. Only difference is you're seething even more now. You know this man too, Muramasa? Maybe you can introduce me then. Oh, he's got Muramasa and another beautiful man with him. Who is that, I wonder? I'm sorry, I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? I'm Count Pepperon, the fabulous charismatic designer who arrived in Fairy Britain like a comet. And built a brand to rival the Knocker Company in only a month. Okay, my question is, does Beryl know he's here? I wonder. I hope we can let bygones be bygones and focus on here and now, Muramasa. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Beryl knows he's here because like Morgan rules this place, so I doubt they'll not know that Pepe is here. I see, so you're Count Pepperon. It's an honor to meet you. I'm Oberon, the Fairy King, and a servant on proper human history side. Oh my! Oberon from A Midsummer Night's Dream? Oh, how wonderful! You're just like I always imagined you. I think you and I are going to get along swimmingly. Just look at how similar our manners are. Pepperon, Oberon. I was wondering, their names were kind of similar. I was like, Pepperon and Oberon. It's like we've got talent running our very veins. Do you really know this person, Fujiwara? He doesn't seem like an ordinary human in multiple ways. I have my suspicions about him too, but Pepe is definitely human. What an honor to know you trust me so much, Fujimaru. Okay, let's start with my story. Okay, after all, I'm sure you must be on the edge of your seats wondering why I'm here in Fairy Britain. And how I came to possessions of such beautiful mansion. Not really, no. You came here to kill Beryl in revenge for what he did to Kiristaria. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was good friends with Kiristaria, I remember. Yeah. Would have arrived a month or two ahead of us around the time we were dealing with Limbo's nonsense. Okay, I think so. I'm guessing Beryl doesn't know that he's here then. Then you used your knowledge of proper human history to give yourself an edge as a designer. And now you're high on your own success and have everyone calling you Count Pepperon. Sound about right, Fujimaru? I don't think I've even seen Da Vinci so furious. Well, thanks for stealing my thunder there, Da Vinci. You're a huge help. I'm surprised you nailed the barrel angle too. Do I really see the carrying type? I guess I do. I'm not quite sure how to feel about that. Well, gosh, all the trust you have in me is going to make life hard for me as a crypter. Yeah, I do remember. He even gave Kiristaria his original name. I think it was Myorenji or something like that. Like gave him his original name and used him to call him by that name or something, I think. So he was very good friends with Uraim. So yeah, makes sense why he's here. Oh, you're still counting yourself as one of those. Kiristaria already cut ties with the foreign god, or rather, showed he was never really on her side to begin with, yeah. And since you were always on Kiristaria's side, I thought you'd given up being a crypter back in Olympus. I'm afraid it's not that simple. Besides, David's still out there. Yeah. Anyway, this is a whole other thing. I'm not doing this for Woodheim, I'm doing it for me. As a member of Team A, I feel like it's my duty to tie up all the loose ends. On another note, how was your battle with Woodheim, Fujimaru? Was it fun or was it grueling? Both really. Chris was one hell of a master. I see. Okay, now I want to hear all about you guys. What can you tell me about the current situation in Chaldea? Okay. Right, I wasn't expecting to see Pepe here. But yeah, it does make sense why he's here. Alright. I see, so there's another threat to the world besides the bleached earth phenomenon. And you came here to stop this collapse, yep. Yep, that tracks. Not really the kind of thing you would want to turn your back on. Sounds like the things don't go so well after you made land though. So that's why Marsh isn't here with you. Fujimaru, Marsh and I all ended up taking different routes out of the nameless woods. Marsh somehow ended up in the north and some of the fairies think she's the child of prophecy now. Do you know anything about how that happened, Count Pepperon? No I don't. I didn't even know people thought Marshi was a child of prophecy until you told me. But I do know she's definitely not the child of prophecy. For one thing, she's not even a fairy. Exactly, the real child of prophecy is Artoria, except no substitutes. I don't think you need that. Need to be that insistent about it, Gareth. Like Gareth is basically like a fan of like Artoria's like the idol, while she's like the hardcore fan. Of Artoria. No, she's right. You are the child of prophecy. You did come here with Fujimaru. I've heard Aince's prophecy too. You've got the staff of selection and you're traveling with a visitor from a foreign land. That right there says it all. You are the land savior, no doubt about it. If the fact that you matched the prophecy perfectly wasn't enough, there's also your soul's aura. That alone tells me everything I need to know. So chin up, Artoria. You're stronger than you think. Oh, thank you, Count Pepperon. That said, are you sure it's a good idea to talk about proper human history in front of Artoria and Gareth? Yeah, like they do know. Or does Chaldea does not care about secrecy like they used to? I know, God is definitely not going to be happy about this when he finds out. Yeah. But our master insisted on at least coming clean about our objective. Oh my, how decent of you. But aren't you worried that might arouse suspicion? No, why? We're not telling this to everyone, only Gareth and Artoria. These fairies will think you're crazy if you go around talking about proper human history here. Yeah, that's why we're never going to do that. Only Artoria and Gareth. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. We have no idea what he's talking about anyway. Likewise. So they're like, yeah, we can understand there's something is going on, but we also don't understand what is going on. So that's their whole stance on this. But that's okay. Whatever he's trying to do here, we can tell it means a lot to him. Oh my, what a wonderful companions you have. You are very, very lucky. I'm jealous even. The world's full of strong people, smart ones too. But the only way you get dependable friends like this is to live a life of integrity. The only friends I attract just as selfish as I am. That's not true, Count. Those soldiers who brought us here didn't just respect you for your money, they genuinely trusted you. You're not really as awful a person as you make yourself to be. You think so? Okay, moving right along. Count, do you mind if I ask you something? Not at all, hon. I'm always thrilled to answer questions a Prince Charming like yourself might have for me. We need to know more about what's going on with Norwich and Spriggan. Why aren't the fairies who live here evacuating? Yeah. I guess maybe they don't have any place to go, I don't know. What does Spriggan plan to do when the calamity finally hits? Can you tell us anything on either subject? Oh, that's easy, Oberon. One reason the Norwich fairies aren't evacuating is because they don't fear death as much as we do. Okay. But the biggest has to do with their jobs and the land. I see. You already know how much fairies care about their purpose, right? Yeah, and if they leave this place, I feel a lot of people will lose their purpose. Well, for the fairies of Norwich, their purpose is their job, so they can't give it up and look for another. On top of that, they're also being held back by psychological shackles. You see, Spriggan actually sold Norwich's land right before those dark clouds showed up above it. Oh, what the hell? Wait, who did he sell it to? You see, back when he stole Norwich out from under previous Lord Bogart, Bogart and all the fairies who owned the land here were banished to the north, and Spriggan claimed all this land for himself. For a long time, every smith in Norwich rented the land they needed to ply their trade. But now, at long last, the land was put up for sale, and the fairies all worked together to buy it for them. Oh, the fairies bought it. I see. Oh, that includes fairies Spriggans have been exploiting all the time. And fairies who sold everything they had so that they could finally afford their own land. I see. That is also one of the biggest reasons. That is the biggest reason I guess they don't want to leave here. Because imagine like working so hard to buy something and then you realize that you'll have to give that up. That's actually messed up. Like that is what is happening here. And I feel like Spriggan deliberately sold this just before the calamity hit. Like just like like after they realized that this place is going to go down because of the calamity. He sold it there. And obviously these people, they have no choice. Like I don't know, maybe Spriggan probably said something like, oh, you know what? I would have given this for this amount of money. However, since the calamity is here, I'm giving 40% off. So, take this bargain if you want. And people probably had to take that. Otherwise, like, they have no other choice. Like that type of thing, I guess. Like, I guess that's why he says, like, psychological. Okay. Things were much happier in Norwich after that. But then, the calamity pool showed up in the sky, yeah. But these fairies won't leave Norwich because they finally have their own land here, huh? I believe it too. To a smith, their forge is more important than their life. They could never leave it, no matter how scared they might be of this calamity pool. Is that why you put your security detail together? Because you didn't think Spriggan soldiers alone would be enough? No, Spriggan's army has no intention of keeping Norwich safe. If anything, he wants the calamity to get here. I expect he'd like to nothing better than if it got rid of all the fairies and building for him. I see, because he wants to nullify. Oh my god, that's messed up in so many ways. So basically, he's come. So basically what he did, he was like, first of all, he got Norwich from Bogart, got his hand on the land. Then he never sold it and everyone rented it up until because obviously for him, selling it off, it would be less profitable than people renting it. So I'm pretty sure he put some high amount and said like, oh, this land is going to sell for this amount of money. And now then when he realized that the calamity will hit, he was like, you know what, perfect time to make a little bit of money. So he decided, I'm pretty sure he probably, I was just joking about the discount, I think he probably did that. He probably said something like, oh, you know what, yeah, I'm going to lower the cost. You can take it now. So everyone probably was like, oh, this is the only chance we can get it for a lower price. So they got it, and then the calamity pool hit, and now he wants the calamity pool to wipe this place out so that everyone dies, the contract is nullified, and he can get the land again for himself. That is actually evil. What the hell? Wow. I see, because he wants to nullify the contract. Now I get it. He's a land shark. Yep. That's right. It makes sense if you'd have some experience with this sort of thing, huh, Muramasi? Spriggan never meant to give up this land. He knew the calamity would be coming. It's right there in the prophecy, after all, the part about disaster befalling a city of iron and soot. So first he sold the land to the fairies at a high... There you go. Like I said. And then once the calamity comes and effectively leaves at Norwich... No, wait. He says he sold the land to the fairies at a high price. Oh, interesting. I thought maybe at first he would keep it high so that nobody could get it. People will rent it. And then he lowered it so that people will try to get it. And after they get it, then he'll pray for the calamity pool to wipe this place out so that he can get it back again. Okay. So once the calamity comes and effectively leaves all Norwich vacant, he'll buy it back for a steal. Norwich's inheritance tax is stupidly expensive. The next generation fairies could never hope to pay it. This way, Spriggan gets both the money for the land and the right to develop it however he likes. 2 birds, 1 stone, and he doesn't even have to throw it himself. Okay, so why is he why is he accepting Marsh here? Like, why is he like giving her such a big welcome? Shouldn't it be better for him to hand Marsh over to Morgan? You know, because technically she is here to save the place and stop the calamity pool. So, yeah. The only other place you'd find a fairy that devious is proper human history. Are you kidding? That's even more horrible than anything any fairy in proper human history has done. I knew Spriggan was shameless, but I had no idea he was that awful. So that's why the fairies here are still living their lives as usual. No, it's not that. They don't have any other choice. After all, if they left here, they'd be broke and unable to pay the next year's existence tax. Yeah. I knew it was strange. Why were there still fairies who cared about the well-being of their human servants here? The calamity will kill humans too. Now I see, those fairies probably want to run away, but they can't bring themselves to actually do it. Yeah. Hold on, you said Spriggan has no intention of keeping Norwich safe, right? So then what if she tries to do something to... Yeah, I was thinking. Oh, you don't have to worry about her. She has as much magical energy as a Tamlin. No, maybe some way else. I don't know, like poison her or something. But I guess poison won't really work on her. There's no way Spriggan can do anything to stop her. As best he can just stall her by entertaining her in his castle. No, the real problem is we no longer have any way to see her again. Oh right. If Spriggan only cares about saving his own inner circle, he never let the child of prophecy leave the castle. The second he let her talk to the fairies in the town, Marsh should figure out what's exactly going on. If Marsh won't come to see us, we'll have to go to her. I wouldn't recommend that. Spriggan's castle is the most heavily guarded place in all of Britain. It's commonly known as the Vault Castle, and it's like Spriggan's antisocial personality come to architectural life. Wow. If they hole up in there, not even the Tamlin would have an easy time breaking her out. That's crazy. I know there's nothing you can do about it now, but you really shouldn't have let Marshy go with him. The only way we'd be able to see her again now if she leaves the castle of her own accord. Okay, that's not good. So there's no way we can get in. Great. Alright, let's see. Oh, there's a little battle here we can see. Wait, random battle? Huh. Okay, just a minute. It's only one turn. Okay, you know what? Let me let... Yeah. Hmm.
そこに至るはあまたの研鑽気づきに気づいた刀塚八重垣作るは千手の刃知ったら成仏していきな
Okay, now
After vision. もちろん負けないぞ。
あの辺りか。
えい年
わか
Damn, I need to put on the guts.
結構頑丈なので。
切るぜ。先に行くあの辺りか。
そう狙うぞ。
まだまだ追いかけや
結構素早いので。
I don't think I need any of that. Okay.
折れんなよ。あの辺りか。そこに至るはあまたの剣さん。気づきに気づいた刀塚。八重垣作るは戦時の刃。知ったら成仏していきな。
今回はうまくいきました。
Alright, I don't know why the hell did we have this random battle out of nowhere? What's going on? Okay, so he brought us out, huh? Okay, that's that. Now I have a much better idea of what you're capable of. Whoa, so these are the famous Norwich treasure golems that I've heard about. They really do run on pixie dust. Good job, team! I was wondering what you were going on about when you suddenly asked if we wanted to exercise. But not only did those things turn out to be pushovers, they were loaded with treasure. Yeah, like I just saw that. Like there's like 27 treasure or something. Is it okay if we keep the spoils for war ourselves? Right, Count? Of course, the child of prophecy's party has got to live in style. I know, right? Thanks, Count. Come on, Artoria, Queen, Fujimaru. Let's go back to Norwich and spend some of this money. I heard they have wakame flavored gelato there. That's to die for. Wakame, where are we? Tokushima? I think I'll pass for now, or at least until Muramasa taste tests this for me. Wow. Ah, wakame flavored sweets. What do they sprinkle? Sugar on seaweed or something? I mean, I ain't gonna turn it down. I'd rather just have plain old gelato. Wow. It looks like all these tensions that were building when we first heard what the deal was in Norwich have eased away nicely. I'm impressed, Count. You found a way to help us relax and get a handle on our abilities all at once. Who, me? I was just pawning off some grunt work. You guys saved me the trouble of taking out the golems myself. Okay. You really shouldn't be so quick to trust me, Da Vinci. Like I said, I'm still a crypter. Once this business with Beryl is taken care of, I'm going right back to being your enemy. A crypter, huh? Your real name was Mioren Giaro, right? According to Caldia's database, you were doing dirty work for the Mages Association when Marsby discovered you? Then he assigned you to Caldia after transferring you to the astronomancy department. That all lines up with what you told us in India too, but that's as far as your record goes. Since you helped us both in India and Olympus, and it looks like you're going to help us here too, would it be too presumptuous to say I consider you an ally and I'd love to know what really makes you tick? Oh wow, that hit me like a bolt of lightning, huh? You really are a genius to come up with a line like that. Really? Was it that good? I never hit on anyone before, so that's good to know. Oh yes, darling, it was simply wonderful. After all, you said it for me, not for Caldia. Alright, it's not a very fun story, but if you really want to hear it, well, how can I refuse you? So, you want to know what happened back when I still went by Mioren Giaro? You want to know what kind of person I really am? Well, you probably have a good idea already from the kind of work I did for the clock tower. Okay, let's see. My family comes from a long line of Shugendo practitioners, specifically Tengudo, the way of the Tengu. Oh! Okay. It's a sect of Shugendo whose ultimate goal is to have its practitioners, referred to as fallen or corrupted Tengu arrive in hell. What? Okay. I was good enough at it that everyone used to fawn over me, but well, me being me, it's no surprise that they eventually decided to expel me. So, once my family stopped being my family, I tied up a few loose ends and put Japan behind me. By which you mean, I killed my entire family and the sect, yes. So, there's no one alive who knows your past. That will explain why there weren't any records of it. Okay. So, why did you do that anyway? Probably like something, I don't know. Like, they probably threatened him or like threatened his way of life. I don't know, let's see. Can it just be because I thought it was for the best? The Muranji family was a single generation of Hojosushi. Our founder managed to form a connection to Sanat Kumara on Mount Kurama after he fell to Tengudo. Okay, Sanat Kumara, I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Where have I heard it? Wait. Sanat Kumara, mythical religious figure often referred to as advanced human master with a consciousness far evolved from a human master as a master human. What? Wait. I don't know. What's going on? Just a minute. Sanat Kumara is an advanced being at the cosmic level of initiation who is regarded as a lord or regent of earth and humanity. He is thought to be the head of spiritual hierarchy of earth who dwells in Shambhala, also known as the city of Eno. According to the adherents of the ascended master teaching, Shambhala is a floating city manifested on the etheric plane somewhere above the Gobi Desert in the borderlands of Mongolia. Sanat Kumara is a mythical religious figure often referred to as advanced human master with a consciousness far evolved from a human master, as a master human is from an animal. His consciousness, age, and experience of cosmic and interplanetary life and deity far exceeds that of a human master. So it's a... Wait a minute. Okay, in Hinduism, Sanat Kumara appears as a rishi in the Hindu religious text Chandyoga Upanishad. Oh, it's part of the Upanishad. Okay, part of the Vedas. Okay, a shrine to Sanat Kumara who attracts and unites people of all religions and faiths are situated in the town of Katargama, Sri Lanka. In Sanskrit, Sanat Kumara is eternal youth. Okay, Buddhism. Okay, there's a lot of things here. Shambhala in Vajrayana Buddhism is a Sanskrit term meaning place of peace, tranquility, happiness. Gautama Buddha is said by Vajrayana Buddhists to have taught the Kalchakra Tantra on request of King Chichandra of Shambhala. The teachings are also said to be preserved in Shambhala, the standards of Daisen, from which Madame Blavatsky claimed to have brought information in the secret doctrine, are believed to be scholars to have been mistranslation of words. Kalchakra Tantra. Okay, it's a lot of things here I can see. Alright, anyways, so it's like a, let's see, like a higher, like a human being, that kind of thing, like an ascended. But his descendants weren't so lucky. They had to undergo long intensive training to make their bodies superhuman with the power of Sanat Kumara. In some ways it was similar to how Muramasa lived. Wait, just a minute. A founder managed to form a connection to Sanat Kumara, okay, but his descendants weren't so lucky. They had to undergo... You practically kill yourself trying to come up with a special circuit. Well, body really, and you can never pass it along to anyone else before you die. That part I didn't have a problem with though. The real problem was how they went on growing their clan. I was directly descendant from the founders, so I was born and raised on Mount Kurama. Oh, okay. But all the other Morinji children were kids they abducted from around the foothills. In ancient times, child mortality rates used to be much higher than now. So back then it was easy to get away with kidnapping the occasional kid to raise as their own, but not now. Plus, if the kids couldn't keep up with the training, they'd be abandoned in the mountains, and even if they persevered, the only thing waiting for them was a fall from grace into hell. If messing with people's destinies wasn't bad enough on their own, the fact that the only choice they replaced it was death or disgraced Tengu made it even worse. I see. Any group that would keep doing something like that is irredeemable. So when I decided to leave the mountain, I killed them all first. Even though they were your family? Because they were my family, I couldn't have cared if they'd been strangers. But since they were my family, it was my responsibility to make sure they never ruined any more kids' lives. I see. I'm very sentimental, but I'm even more of a neat freak. That's why I chose to make a clean break from my family instead of sticking with them. Basically, I'm a no-go scumbag who'd rather keep things neat and tidy than honor my crypto obligations. That's probably why I've been helping you guys too. Well, are you convinced? Yep, it turns out you're much stronger than I'd given you credit for. By the way, purely out of curiosity, how talented were you exactly? Yeah. Well, if a Myorenji Hojutsushi can acquire one of the 6 Buddhist powers known as Rokunjitsu in 100 years, that's enough for them to officially be considered a Tengu. Oh. I mastered 3 of them. Okay. By the time I turned 10. So he was insanely talented. Jinsokutsu, the power to run at superhuman speeds. Tashinshitsu, the power to read people's minds. Whoa! And Rojinsu, the power to know how long I'll live and what my fate will be. I think he talked about this Rojinsu, I remember, in Lostbelt 4, I think he talked about this. It's been a while, so it's kind of hazy, my memory. Can't blame them for thinking I was some kind of prodigy. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Now you know just how cruel I've been ever since I was born. Don't tell the others about this, okay? I'd like to keep this our little secret. Okay. What the hell is this place? Man, I'm so glad Count Pepperon is a gourmand. That was the first full course meal I've gotten to eat in 26 days since we first got to Fairy Britain. Wait, you don't mean 16 days? I've suspected since we left Salisbury that we might be on different pages. Okay, what's going on? Okay, this seems like a good time as to clear this up, so let's go ahead and do that. Are we like unconscious for a long time? You probably feel as though you've spent 10 fewer days in Fairy Britain than you actually have. That's because you were unconscious for 10 days. Oh my god. After you passed out in the name is 10 days? I thought it was like 1 or 2 days maximum. 10 days. I guess because Marsh actually left the forest, came to Sheffield, did so many things, and after that, like, okay, it does make sense. And the reason I know that is because you guys showed up at Mike's establishment about 10 days after I started working there. Okay. Anyway, it's getting pretty late. I know we have a lot to think about, but for now we should make sure we're well rested for tomorrow. We can split up into 2 teams in the morning, and by then, it should be pretty clear whether we ought to focus on scouting out Spriggan's vault castle or on investigating the calamity pool. Okay, good night, Fujimaru. Take advantage of the private room the Count gave you to get plenty of rest, okay? Okay. Oh, hello. Going out on another recon run? I'm not cut out for combat like the rest of you, so I need to at least keep a close eye on things. You're turning in for the night, right? You deserve to enjoy a real bed after camping out. Now that we have not 1 but 2 children of prophecy here in Norwich, there's no chance of Morgan sitting idly by. Yep. So I thought I'd go see what's happening in Camelot, at least as best as I can. Don't worry, I'll be back by morning. See you late. On second thought, I'm just going to ask you, are you okay? What do you mean? Yeah. But the whole thing with Marsh, I think? I thought you would insist we head to the vault castle immediately when we're talking about Spriggan and Marsh. No, we cannot really do anything if we go now, so... But you didn't say anything, you just stuck to the same priorities we've been following so far. I'm sure you want nothing more than to go after her, but as the master of Chaldea, you decided to stay the course. It was the right call, but seeing that face you made, I still couldn't help but worry about you. It's like you said, I should trust her, not worry about her. Yeah, I did say that, but damn it, why did I have to say that back then? If only I'd known they'd be reunited so soon. Okay, he definitely knew Marsh. What's his play here? I don't understand. Like, he definitely knows Marsh. Like, sorry, just thinking out loud. Anyway, let me say this. Marsh said she hadn't recovered her memories since leaving the Nameless Woods, right? Wait, oh no, maybe she doesn't know Marsh. Maybe she just... Wait, I don't know. Like, I would guess that it's either that he knew Marsh and he's not telling us, or he didn't know Marsh, but he kind of like had a plan about this this reunite. Like, if when we're going to get reunited, he probably had like some plan regarding that. Either of it. Marsh said she hadn't recovered her memories since leaving the Nameless Woods, right? Well, I'm afraid Da Vinci's theory was right. If someone who forgets the name in the Nameless Woods is given a stronger role, that is a new self, the child of prophecy, I see, than they had before they lost their memories, they may not ever be able to return to who they were once. Now, here's one thing I can say. He's saying if someone who forgets the name in the Nameless Woods is given a stronger role, that is a new self, than they had before they lost their memories. Oh wait, no. Stronger role, a new self than they had before they lost their memories. So, I see. Interesting. But now, what I was going to say is like, oh, like if she regains like a strong sense of purpose, maybe she's going to get her memories back. If she gets like a strong sense of purpose, which is on higher priority, or is like has a stronger role than the child of prophecy that is now, that the role she has, maybe she'll regain her memories then. I don't know, like, let's see. I don't know how Marsh ended up taking on the role of the child of prophecy herself, but did the Marsh you know have a role that could possibly surpass it? I don't know, like savior of humanity? Like, that's what we are doing. Saving this world or whatever. A role bigger than responsibility for the fate of the world, with everyone's hopes and dreams on her shoulders? Even more than that. Exactly, it's hard to imagine she did, which means the Marsh you're looking for is gone. We only need one child of prophecy to uncover Fairy Britain's secrets, and we already have Artoria for that. So I have to ask, do you still need to concern yourself with Marsh? Well, obviously. What are you saying? Even though she might never remember you or go back to being the Marsh you knew? Oh my god. Never mind, it's obvious you do. Sorry for wasting your time. I clearly should have known better than to ask. Okay. Anyway, I'll be happy to lend you my full support. Anything you want to know about the state of the world, I'll learn from you. Let's go, Vesper. Speedster's out. I love the little goggles. Okay, I'm going to end it here. So yeah, I was thinking maybe I'll be able to complete this part, and then from tomorrow I'll be able to go to part 2. Clearly not. There's still a lot left. So yeah, I don't plan on making this video longer than 1 hour 15 minutes or like 20 minutes, because otherwise it gets extremely difficult to render it. It takes a long time, and then to upload it. So like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Like not only this, I have other videos to render and record as well, so it gets really difficult if the time takes long. So I'm going to keep it up until here, even though I do want to play this, and like I was actually planning on like completing this, but it seems like there's a lot left. I won't be able to complete it in no way. So yeah, I'm going to wait. The next enemy is a ruler? That's interesting. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to resume this tomorrow. Tomorrow probably I'll upload like the 10 pulls that I'll do for my Melusine banner. Not tomorrow, today probably. I'm recording this a day earlier, so it's probably today. I either already uploaded the video of Melusine, or I will. I'm not really sure. Like, you know, my summoning video, like 10 pulls. So I don't know, like future me, whatever happened, did you get Melusine or did you not? Who knows? We'll have to figure that out. Like, you know, tomorrow I'll be pulling for Melusine, and this video will probably come after my Melusine pull. So yeah, I'm probably talking to my future self now. Don't know what happened. But yeah, hopefully I get her in the 10 pulls that I do. I'm not planning on going, like, you know, above that. Anyways, yeah, that was it, guys. We are here in Norwich. Finally, we have met Marsh, but Marsh doesn't remember her memories. But we gotta do something. Spriggan here is a complete scumbag, you know, like preying on, like, you know, like a land shark, a loan shark. While here, we meet Pepe as well. So quite a few things happened, and yeah, let's see where this goes. So that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that's it. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow with the next part to this video. And yeah, until then, goodbye and have a nice day.